County Council. Those candidates are Terry Conway, Kelly Curran, Greg Hershick, Job Hubbard, Kurt Nicholson, Mike Popwell, Doug Reeder, Perry Smith, and Kevin Bissing. So if any of those are here, I'd ask that they come up. We'll give them that same 6 minutes each. Let them tell about themselves and why they're running for office. And then we'll open it up to the floor. So, who wants to go first? Let them go.
Their experience.
I'll go first because I'm on the 4-H Extension Board and they're meeting next door, and I'm actually missing that meeting, so I'll go ahead and go first and get it out of the way, and I'll go over there. So, my name is Kevin Bissing, and I want to thank the Farm Bureau for having us, and Dave has done a wonderful job. And I've served on the Clark County Council for almost 8 years now. And to put it bluntly, as Donald Trump would say, our budget is a disaster in Clark County. It gets worse every year, about $1 million worse every year since I've been on the council for 8 years. Now, a lot of people will say, well, why don't you cut things? Well, it's kind of hard to cut $9 million. That's how bad it is. We started out, when I first got on the council, it was about, we had like a $16 million budget. The prior council had cut it, and then we went into the cap situation where the state went to the caps, and then the next year they said, well, you've lost that money because you all have basically given it away. So then we were down to about $14.5 million budget the first year I got on. And now we're down to a $7.5 million budget. And it's due to, as mentioned before, there's a lot of state mandates that they force you to do things, but they don't pay for it. You got to pay for it yourself. One thing that happened to us since I've been on is the county building used to have its own tax levy. Well, they took that away from us and they put that in our general fund. So there was $1 million lost that was about what it cost. About $1 million was lost that 1 year. So a lot of people look here at River Ridge and they'll think, well, you got such a great business district over here, why aren't we doing better? Well, every taxing district gets a levy, and it usually only gets improved by 2 or 3% per year. We can't raise taxes or change that. That's just the way it is. The Department of Local Government Finance decides that, and every year our costs go up, and that's why we're where we are now. It's kind of a mess. I'm kind of embarrassed about it. But there's nothing I can do about it, and we've asked the state legislators to help us with that. As Steve said, the problem of it is you've got people up north that want things for up there, and we've got the legislators down here who want things for down here, and it's hard to work together on something like that. And the problem of it is once you set a precedent by helping Clark County, all I have to do is say, Clark County, we're going to give you $10 million more. Well, the problem with that is then you may have to do it for everybody, and I understand that. And that puts Steve in a heck of a mess to have to decide on that. So we're still working with the legislators to see if they can help us. I just want to give you a comparison. Like I say, our general fund is $7.5 million this year. I talked to Shelley Yoder yesterday and asked her what their budget was up there in Monroe County. It's $32 million. Now, go figure on that. So Clark County is one of the bigger counties in the state. Probably on average, we should have over a $20 million budget. We just would have to do everything we can in our power to be able to make this county stay viable. It's been very tough. We've got some really good council people I work with. Everybody works together. We've got some very smart council people that know how to do things that's help save us. And if we can get help from the legislators, as I said before, things get better. I want to talk to you about River Ridge again. River Ridge, we get to tax the River Ridge property for what it was originally. But it's its own little district, so everything that gets made on taxes in River Ridge stays there to help develop the park. Now we do get the income taxes off that, and then we get the original taxation from the property value of the property before it got opened, and that's all we get. And that's going to stay that way probably for the rest of our lives. It's not going to change. Now, like I say, it does produce jobs and it does produce income tax, so that's the two things we get out of that. And there's a lot of other TIF districts throughout the county. A lot of people think that's the reason we're in the mess we're in. It is maybe, but I don't know that it really is. It's a tough call. But anyway, I'm going to turn it over to somebody else here. Who's next?